Hi, welcome to Hooked on Cruising. My name is Ian Hook and this is part 2 of a series of videos from the Marella Explorer 2 repositioning cruise in December 2024. This is the second one. It's a SeaTrek excursion at St Maarten. And we take a short journey on a boat, so it's a 5-minute walk to the pontoon here where you pick the boat up. This is now taking us through to the pontoon where the dive will take place. In a moment you'll see me make a sign. See if you can guess what I mean. 2 signs. So what did that mean? So I waved, that's saying hello. I did a thumbs up. What's that saying? Is it saying everything's good? Well, it is when you're on top of the water. When you're underneath, it's something completely different.
How'd you get on?
I met this woman and her husband as I was waiting to go on to the excursion. We got chatting. She was absolutely terrified of doing this. She can't swim. She's never done a dive in her life. In fact, most people hadn't. I hadn't, but she did it. She pushed herself and she was absolutely thrilled that she managed to do it. I was so pleased for her. Here's another sign coming up in a minute. What do I mean? I mean hello, and now I'm saying okay. So that's both a question and a statement. When a support diver makes that sign to you, they're asking you, are you okay? And you respond by making the okay sign back if you are. If you do the thumbs up, that means get me to the surface immediately. You're going to experience the entire dive from submersion to the moment my head pops up again, and it's coming up now. So the sound you're hearing is me breathing and the support diver breathing. We're going 20 foot down to the seabed. You're accompanied all the way by a support diver, and every 2 feet you need to equalise the pressure in your ears. Sounds ridiculous, but if you can't do that, you're not going to do the dive. This is one of the main reasons that people fail to complete the dive. They simply can't equalise the pressure in their ears and it becomes extremely painful and they go back up again. If you look, you can see me opening my mouth occasionally, and that's to equalise the pressure on both sides of the eardrum, which thankfully I did successfully. When we get to the bottom of this ladder, there's a kind of trust exercise where you let go, and you'll see me let go of the ladder, and you simply trust the diver to get you the last 2.5 foot onto the seabed. You just drop gently to the seabed, and that'll be coming up soon. That strap around my wrist is what the camera's attached to. So the camera itself has been edited out. It was a video editing nightmare because the camera was just bouncing around all over the place. Here we go, trust exercise time. Oh, I've landed. I'm being handed over to another support diver. He is going to ask me if I'm okay at some point. And I am okay, thank you very much. You can see another support diver in the background also taking photographs. There's the question. You okay? Yes, I'm okay. Thanks. This is the photographer diver. He'll soon be taking my picture. amazing to be amongst all the fish. As I say, I've done snorkeling before, but I've never done a dive. Now this guy, watch what his hand signals are doing. So here's this woman that I've never seen before in my life. He takes my picture. And he says, what's he saying there, do you think? He's saying, you and her get together. I'm thinking, no thanks, I've no idea who she is. She's wanting to wander off, he's wanting to take a picture. Stay where you are, he's saying, stay where you are. You, he says, come and stand beside her. And I'm going, no. Watch, he gets it in a minute. You, come and stand beside her. Oh, no, you don't want to go. Oh, fair enough. The helmets are quite heavy. Obviously you don't feel the weight of it when you're under the water. That's what actually literally keeps your feet on the seabed, the weight of that helmet, otherwise you just float up. There's an air line going into the back of the helmet, so low pressure air is constantly pumped in. You don't even get your hair wet. People can wear glasses. It's a very good system. I mentioned one of the reasons that people fail to complete the trek, and that's not equalising the pressure in their ears. The other is claustrophobia, and some people just don't know until they've got their helmet on and they've taken those first steps down the rungs of the ladder. Here's me equalising my ears a bit again. But I was very comfortable by this point. Here's the woman the diver tried to pair me up with. I spoke to the woman that did the safety briefing before we were allowed to do the dive, and so this was afterwards, and I said, what percentage of people say, give you the thumbs up and say get me to the surface? She laughed. She said, I've been doing this for 22 years. Your group had the most failures I've ever seen in one group. You go in a group of 15 and 5 of our group didn't make it at all, and it was claustrophobia and not being able to equalise the pressure, and they just simply go back up to the top. They have to sign a form to say what's happened. Everyone was perfectly okay, but you just don't know until you do it. Most people don't have a problem. There are a few things to see along the way. You can see there are handrails, which means you can't wander off into the sunset, can't get lost, and you need the handrail because the current was quite strong. The helmets are a bit weird, so you've got very good vision out of that front plate, but you can't see out the sides. And as I was trying to negotiate one part of this track that we're on, you can't tell how far away you are from the rails. And I was moving from one bit to another, and I stuck a hand out, and you'll see people doing this on the video, and they're swiping their hand at something that isn't there because the perspective is all wrong. So I made the mistake of trying to look down at my feet. This was not a good idea. It let air spill from the back of the helmet and water came in. So I got a wet face and very quickly learned it's a good idea just to keep looking straight. Well, if you want to breathe, that is. It's a very special thing to do. I commend it to you. As I say, you don't need to be able to swim, just walk, and to be able to negotiate a 20-foot ladder going straight down and straight up. So the track is designed to take you to points of interest. This was a big lump of coral. As you can see, there are lots of support divers in attendance. Very reassuring. There's a cannon. If I remember rightly, we're going to see some wreckage in the next few minutes. Oh, photo opportunity time again. You obviously get the opportunity to buy the full set of your photographs, which many people did. Here's that wreckage I told you about. A apart from the opportunity to buy your photographs once you've arrived, is the opportunity to buy a beer. And once again, many people did, including me. Everyone that's come this far in the trek, very relaxed now. Yep, all good. This may well be the cue for the final photo call, which is a little bit unusual. You'll see what I mean when we get to it. Nice being with all the fish though, really a wonderful experience. So the diver photographer is on the other side of the bars. So the idea is we pose looking through the bars. We're starting to approach the end of the trek now. Everywhere you go there are support divers, it feels very safe. are very well drilled in everything they do. What's going to happen at the end of this bit? There's a gap in the guide rail. One diver takes you through that gap and gets you onto the seabed. Everyone checks that you're okay. You're going to see lots of "you okay, I'm okay" going on. The diver that gets you off of this platform onto the seabed then hands you straight over to another support diver, and they take your hands and guide you to where the ladder is. So you do feel very safe all the time. There's the gap we're going through. You okay? I'm okay. Come this way, he says. That's it, on the seabed. Then I meet with his colleague and we're going up. Well, I hope you've enjoyed your SeaTrek with me. I commend it to you. It's a wonderful thing to do. If you get the opportunity, please give it a go. I hope to see you in my next video, part 3. This will be part of the fine dining on Marella Explorer 2. And there'll be a group of us sharing a meal, talking about how it was for each one of us in the dining club. See you there.